We have a bile golem up. I'm wondering if I shouldn't. Oh, we have an oblation up now. Shoot. I hate those guys. Those are casters. I'm wondering if we shouldn't try to fight down there. That way we're not pulling stuff up to this hill. Because the pathing is so weird here. It's really hard to get like a screaming terror off on something before it comes after you, before it gets close enough to beat on you. I need another skeleton to spawn though. We need something to spawn to fight that oblation. It's looking kind of dead down here. Get it? It's looking dead. Wow. Bad joke. Supposedly there's a 1 minute left on one of the skeletons that paths around the bottom. Oh, thank you. He rebuffed DMF on me and then he said, oops. I mean, we could charm the oblation to fight the golem, but I don't trust that guy if he breaks. I don't want to have a caster mob casting on me while I'm trying to feign. There should be something else coming up. I don't see him though. Where is he? Maybe he's one of these guys that comes out of here. This oblation's in a perfect spot right now too. That golem's gone. We need skeletons. Okay, we got one. Oh wait, that's those guys. That's that guy's pet. I thought those guys left. Maybe they like cleared all the way up through that tunnel. So that means they probably were killing stuff that would be pathing out of there. And now they're probably killing that goo, or the golem. And we're just waiting on something to spawn so we can try to kill this oblation. I don't want to get too close to him, but I just wanted to check this far side and see if there was something over there. His pet is probably one of the pets, or one of the roamers down here as well. Yeah, I wonder if they have like both. Do they have like 2 of the 5 spawns down here charmed? Which is why we're not seeing... Yeah, that's probably what's going on. That's not ideal. Oh, here... Oh, no. That feaster is coming for somebody. That's gonna jam us up if that's like... There's only, I think, 5 spawns in this room. So if they've got almost half of them charmed... Maybe we do have to move into one of these wings. There's probably nothing up yet, because they killed it all. Man, guys, this is kind of annoying. Like, how long have we been sitting here? We've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. I mean, they were here first. I get it. But yeah, we've hit up KC, we've hit up Burningwood Giant Fort, we've hit up Skyfire was a bust. So the only other place I could go would be like City of Mist. City of Mist is usually a bust too. We could go out to Dreadlands and kill green mobs outside the KC for like 2% experience an hour, I guess. And no spells. But yeah, they've got those mobs charmed. There's no way that there wouldn't have been respawns at this point. And they already agreed to give up the basement, so I don't want to be like, hey, by the way, can you get rid of your pets too? Casual meme fan says, "Watch out! There's a large cassowary." Whoa! The evil cassowary. I need to make a OBS scene of him like mind controlling me or something. That would be kind of funny. I might just be camping Mr. Best Friend and going playing on Mission Impossible, my enchanter, because like this is a total bust. These dudes have like half of the mobs down here charmed. Yeah, it's like a group of 3, and then the one guy was like, "Yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to one of the wings." I've never been in here. This is kind of scary. I feel like we're gonna die. Popping around corners, and there's gonna be 5 mobs just jump on my ass and beat me to death. All right, we're just gonna camp. Yeah, 5 mobs that harm touch. Like I don't know. I'm starting to really question continuing the Kunark only, because like when you log in and you 2 hours in and you're running between camps and nothing, there's just nothing. It's kind of a bust. Let's see if these looks like they already have a chanter. Oh. Oh, it said, "Welcome to join temple." Another, this is how EQ is supposed to be played. Let's see. What do we need? Who do we have? Is this an enchanter? It's a cleric. Oh, they said they could go duo somewhere, and then they were in a group. That's funny. Everybody loves an enchanter. You log in and people are like, "Hey." People are offering to pay me for clarity. I'm like busy buffing my own group, so I'm like putting off answering them because they're probably gonna want me to go to them, and I don't really want to be running around. Let's see. I need to start clearing out old Big parse logs here. Dang, who stole my golem? Some drama going on. Casual Meme Van says, I think you can totally get to 60 on Mr. Best Friend and then expand horizons. You've come so far. I know, that's like the dilemma is like, I have nights like this where I'm like just striking out and like running around from camp to camp just trying to find somewhere to just get a few percent. And it's tough to want to like continue whenever you know that like your time is not being used effectively. But then on the other hand, like that would invalidate the probably at this point couple 100 hours I've spent playing Mr. Best Friend on Kunark and being Kunark only, and I don't want to just like be like, and I'm done. One of the issues is Howling Stone's basement is very inaccessible. So when I go down there and then you strike out like that, you risked your ass to get in there for one. Oh shoot. Let's get some... Get some mezzes up here. Oh no. He resisted the root. That's bad. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die within like 3 seconds of starting this stream. Somebody broke that mez and then just like left me to deal with the consequences. Somebody just broke that mez again. I'm gonna root him now while he's like, oh my gosh. While he's manageable. Ah. I wish I had life tap. That would be nice. I'm missing my life tap right now. Did I ever get a... I don't think I ever got a haste on this monk. Oh no, I did. Okay. Nice, we got a cleric that can CH. That's always good. Big heal, watch this. Boom, 100%. That's such a huge level when you get CH as a cleric. It's so awesome. You go from feeling like you're always behind in mana to just being like always good on mana. What's up, Yoga? I was working on my solo self-found. Is this guy trying to kill me? No. Solo self-found Kunark only Ixar Necromancer. But every place that I went was camped, so I logged over to my enchanter. I finally had to call it after like 2 hours of just running around Kunark looking for somewhere to level. It's the way she goes. Like, I really want to finish him. He's level 54. But, oh. Okay, I definitely told them the next Haze Golem. This one's already almost dead. Everybody's always on autopilot, dude. Like, trust me when I say having that Haze Golem will be very beneficial. Just let me charm him. Buffs are looking good. Everybody's buffed. Yeah, we had a... Let's see. Okay, sorry. Yoga Play says, as a person just getting into EQ, do you recommend Live or P99? The best answer to any question, it depends. So, I get asked this question a lot, actually, but I'm glad you asked it. So, it depends on the kind of experience you're looking for. It depends on your background in... To a degree, it depends on your background in MMOs. And what kind of expectations you have. If you are looking for... if you're a classic gamer or you're interested in the classic experience, in other words, like very group heavy, a lot more learning curve, steeper learning curve, more consequences when you die, more immersion though. On the flip side of that, the positive is that you get more immersion and better, I would say, overall community, then go P99. Grimlust, go P99 and never look back. I would say, like, personally biased, I say P99 is a better experience overall, but I'm trying to give you all the information to make an informed decision. So, if you're wanting to have more quality of life, and if you're coming from like newer MMOs and you think that dying and losing a bunch of experience is gonna not be fun, then maybe Live is for you. But like, it's hard for me to recommend Live, period, because it is just so bizarre. Like, the world is so and the mechanics of the game are like, it's just been piled, like content has just been piled on top of content and piled on top of content to the point where like you're going to experience the same thing. So Yoga said, I have P99 ready to go, but I've just been running around not knowing where to go. You're going to experience that in live as well. And probably even more so, because live is just so disjointed at this point. Whereas P99, like, there's a lot of info out there about it. There's a lot of guides. Yeah, what race and class are you playing, Yoga? We can probably help point you in the right direction to get you started. Ixar, well, I know a thing or two about that. And what class and what level? I made a shaman and literally just started. Shaman is an okay starter class, but I could not recommend Necromancer more. It's just so much fun. Alright, they're like splitting DPS between dudes, so I'm not even gonna try to mez. I guess I'll slow them. I think you'd have an easier time with Necro just learning the basics of the game. Necro has the most utility out of any class. How about Paladin? I would say, like, unless you just absolutely love the class fantasy of a Paladin, it would be really hard to roll a Paladin as your first character. Although people do give away a lot of gear, people are very helpful in this game and in this community. But until you get somebody to throw a bunch of gear your way, a Paladin is going to be really tough. Okay, we got a pet coming. Stop beating up my pet. There we go. Let's get you over here. Druid is a really good starter class. But if you really want to play Ixar, then Necromancer is the way to go. But if you don't want to play Ixar, you're not like, I have to play an Ixar, which I should have asked. Let's see, people need, I'm multitasking. It's very busy. Playing an Enchanter is very busy. Yeah, I kind of got fixated on the Ixar thing, but you're right, Miss WX. That the Druid is, I think, the best starter class there is. And the reason for that is you get teleports at level 19 for yourself, and then you can teleport other players at level 29 for money. You're a jack of all trades, a master of none, so you can do a little bit of healing, a little bit of buffing, you can do damage, you can solo, you can group. Like, there's a lot you can do, and on top of that, the single most deciding factor for me in saying that Druid is the best starter class is that you essentially have access to the whole world anytime you want. So if you get an invite to go to a group, you have a teleport to get you near their right at your fingertips. If you want to go do a quest, you can look up a guide online, and then you have a teleport to get you around the world. Like, there's so much to do. Or not so much to do, shoot. She is taking a lot of damage. Hopefully the healer... Okay, good. The healer got a heal off on her. Slash assist. Oh no. I'm stuck in this... I'm stuck in the damn macro. Okay, mezzing. Okay, they killed it. They're good. Oh, goodness. Cleo is, like, nearly dying. But yeah, you can just get around so easy. And at this point in P99's life, like, you have to be able to travel to group because there's just not enough people leveling at this point for you to be able to show up to one of the popular leveling spots and just automatically have a group. I need to give that pet a torch. I've just been so busy with everything else. Yeah, Druid is a good way to learn the game, and then you can just kind of move on from there, and you can make money on the Druid to teleport, or by teleporting. And then you can use that money to twink out a Paladin. Because one good thing about the servers being old is that now a lot of these items are like way cheaper than they used to be. So for 2,000 or 3,000 plat, which you can make easily on a character teleporting in like a day or less, you can buy a bunch of gear for a Paladin. That's what I did. I think I spent like 3K on my Paladin, and he's pretty well geared for a low level Paladin. You're not going to be an absolute monster, but you will have like good tools at your disposal. If you go Druid, you could try a Wood Elf if you like the, and that way you're close to like places that people group, because people usually group in Crushbone at lower levels. And they group at the they group at this place called Orc Hill, right outside of Crushbone. It's probably not as populated. It's not going to be as populated as it used to be. Oh shit, I let Mez wear off because I'm tunnel vision on other stuff. Oh, I resisted it. Oh no, oh no. This is kind of scary. Miss says, you can probably find a guild easily enough too. Always helpful to ask any questions you have starting out. Yeah. Yoga says, I actually picked Wood Elf. Nice. Yeah, you'll be pretty squared away. Don't get discouraged if there's not a lot of players at Crushbone. You can probably find somebody to duo with at least. And sometimes like groups just pop up because you duo with somebody. And then a third person shows up, and then a fourth, and then a fifth. And before you know it, you've got like a full group. And just try to set level 29 as a goal, because even if it gets kind of like boring or grindy, there's a light at the end of the tunnel when you hit 29. Ooh, what did we just got? POTG. Sweet. And also around 29 is when you can quad kite. It might be a little bit later. I can't remember exactly when. But I remember when I finally could start quad kiting. The experience just started flying. Jflan says I think it's 34. Yeah, you're probably right. It's been a long time. I think last time I leveled my druid was level, or sorry, not level, like 2014. But yeah, once you start quad kiting, you're just like, you just fly through the levels. And you can quad kite all the way to 60 if you want to. I would recommend breaking it up with grouping, because quad kiting that much is kind of boring. I think I quadded from 34 to 44 and it felt like it didn't take that long at all. Get him, pet, get him. Make him stop hitting me. Thank you. Let's see, who needs buffs? Jflan says, quadding feels great, medding so you can quad feels bad. Man, that's where you just play that second monitor card and you find yourself a good TV show or a let's play of a video game you know you'll never play yourself. Or you boot up old school RuneScape and you chop trees and fish and build up your skills on there. Do some push-ups. There's so much you can do in between quads. You could level another character on like blue. You could have one druid quadding on blue and one druid quadding on green. Casual Meme Fan says, or you get addicted to Twitch. Yeah, watch my stream. Watch other streams. Yikes. Cleo just said, "Ga ads." Oh, there's a monk. I wonder if they feigned. Oh, hey, it's my body. You take my bat wings now. Dang, we got some drama going on. Cleo says, pull your own. Oh no. Oh, there goes the pet. The pet's on a mission. Oh no, we're in trouble. I'm gonna be out of Jaspers here soon. City of Mist is serious business. Can't be stealing no mobs. This group is way better than the last group I had here. They were terrible. Grimlust, I had the Necro we were talking about that would never Twitch, never CC anything, just put his pet on stuff. I don't even know what he was doing. He was probably playing old school RuneScape or addicted to Twitch or something. He's just like sitting there. And the healers were running out of mana and he's just probably sitting on a pile of mana. He was putting dots on things. That you gotta see how fast these enemies die. You might get like one tick. And the funny thing was, I asked him why he didn't roll an Ixar for his Necro, and he was like, "This is my third Necro, man. I wanted to do something different." I'm like, "This is your third Necro?" He could have charmed. Oh my gosh. He could have charmed a pet. And helped do like way more damage, but instead he was just using his summoned pet. Jay Flan says it's honestly pretty rare these days for a Necro to win a group and not be decent at it. Rimless says, sounds like the dude is checked out. That's what it seemed like. He seemed like he was half asleep. This pet's gonna break here soon. I can feel it. Grimlust, how would one go about... I don't even know if I can do it. Mem blurring this pet so he heals. Oh, here it goes. Pacify, then Mez until you can open a trade window twice. See, this is why I ask. Oh shit. I wish I'd have seen this guy like 5 seconds later. I'd have just charmed him. Oh. Maybe we'll try it. It's like chaos out here though. So we just keep... There we go. He ticked up 5. Oh yeah, he's ticking up. Oh yeah, he's doing good. He's healing. See, this is why I ask. You guys always give me the best tips, dude. What are they doing? Set his pet on him. Oh, he's healing. He's up to 89. I understand what you're saying though. I just must have gotten lucky. Now hopefully he stays charmed. That sounds like a train. Somebody just went, whoa. Oh no. He's gonna be glued to me. Don't, like, Shadow Knights have ways to make things stop hitting other people? I feel like Disease Cloud, when I played a Shadow Knight, it was a long time ago, like it didn't matter what somebody had done to that mob. The moment I dropped Disease Cloud on there was like a few, but some people never learned how to get aggro beyond using disease. Oh, it's like it's been nerfed. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, way back when, it was like an automatic aggro. It didn't matter what, like somebody could have procced both weapons, hit him with a kick, DD nuke, and Disease Cloud or Flash of Light was just gonna like make it not care and just attack you. Dude, the Shadow Knight must be low level or something. They're scaring me. They're level 49. I wonder why they're taking so much damage. Boys, something happened today I gotta tell you about. I posted it in my Discord. I was getting on P99 and I check Quorm every time just to see where it's at, and I check P99 just to see where it's at. And P99 green had more people than Quorm. By like 50 people or 40 people or something. I was so surprised. Yeah, that's true. You're right, Jay Flan. It's not that surprising. It's Quorm is when does Quorm release the next expansion? When is that happening? June Ixar only month for Kunark. Okay, I need to jump on that and I need to make a YouTube video about all of the little oddball camps that I know about in Kunark for people to go to that aren't just like the standard. I think that would get a lot of views. I think people would be interested in that. Jflan says, I was telling Alpha Blue to check out your stuff because he's leaning toward Necro during that month. Cool. Appreciate that. It's a lot to go through because I don't edit my my YouTube. I just dump my streams on YouTube because it's kind of like, eh. It's lazy, but I enjoy streaming more than I enjoy video editing. Especially editing a whole stream. I would spend more time editing than playing the game. And Mr. Best Friend would be like level 30. Most of my earlier level videos though are like labeled, you know, level 30 to 31, level 34 to 35, back when I could get a whole level in a stream. Those were the good old days. Somebody broke Mez. It's all good, we're fine. I wanted to slow him, but he just kept resisting. Yeah, I think that would be a helpful resource for people that are doing the XR only month. That way they're not just feeling like they have to do the standard Feel the Bone, Kearns, Horslick's Giant Fork kind of, because those places are going to be freaking packed. Oh no. No, Pet, get off him. You're gonna break the Mez, Pet. Wait, why is he taking damage? Is somebody hitting him? Chafland said they're going to be camping individual spawns and Kearns. So that server takes a lot of liberties with their rule set and how they do things. So hopefully what they do is they don't funnel everybody into like Kearns through the really high Zem zone experience modifier. And I'm not saying nerf Kearns. You can keep that high Zem if you want to, but just make a few other spots have good Zems as well. Like Swamp of No Hope. That place is terrible. But it wouldn't be as terrible if when you go there, you got better experience. They just break the Mez. I'm just gonna stop trying to Mez. Uh-oh, the cleric's AFK. That's scary. Yeah, I did a lot of out of the way spots on Mr. Best Friend because there were times like just like now I just had way more options back then where I'll log in and the place that I'm trying to level doesn't have an open, like there's not anywhere. Wow, I'm struggling with my words tonight. There's too many people there. So I would go find little off the beaten path spots. But back then, I also didn't have, one of the things I'm running into is like Burning Woods. There's always a bard. There's always a bard in Burning Woods running the whole damn zone around. Versus like when I would go to Warslick's Woods and I could go do the Forsaken Ixar ruins. There was no bard like taking the Forsaken ruins. Yeah, I imagine Quorum, as soon as Ixar month starts, is going to be like a madhouse again. It's smart that they offset it from the Teak launch, but they didn't offset it very much. So it's going to be interesting. Because Quorum is going to have a new content update, or new old content update. And there's going to be a new TLP that's still very fresh. But I'm curious what the crossover is between Quorum and a TLP. Is there a lot of people that play TLPs that also play Quorum or vice versa? Because I feel like for P99, most P99 hardcore players, they're not gonna play a TLP. Quorum is a different server though. It's got a lot more quality of life. So this guy's trying to pull the rampart. And I'm like, he's like, I just want to see what happens. I'm like, dude, I can tell you what happens. And now they're gonna go freaking mess around with it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's what I just said. I said they go all the way back to the moat. And then they come here. Every time I've jumped off the rampart. Oh my gosh, are they doing it? Every time I've jumped off the rampart or tried to float over to the safe spot, they gather like a ton of shit and they run all the way to the back of the zone and then they run around. Trust me when I say it's not good, folks. This guy said we can take a Reaver. I told him I'll watch from the zone line. Oh my gosh, dudes. I have a doppelganger. Look at this. I just said, brother? Look, what the heck? We have the same stuff. Separated Emperor. Dude, I gotta screenshot this. There we go. This dude looks just like me. Oh no, he's dead. What is he? He must be a necro. That's so funny. I'm taking screenshots. Twinsies. Dude, I've had this stuff on mission since like forever ago. One of my stream viewers gave me this robe. This rune circlet. I got it from the Goblin Preacher. Are they seriously pulling? I'm not even gonna try. If they pull a Reaver, I'm leaving. Like, I'm running out. I think they're playing around. Yeah, they were kidding. I was like, yeah, if you pull a Reaver, I'm deucing out. Dude, I swear, like, your pet knows when you're gonna rebuff people's hastes and is like, nah, screw you, man. I'm not gonna let you do it. Yeah, I'm actually really proud of this helmet because I went and got it myself at like level 25. And it was a really tough camp. I was way braver on my characters, on my enchanter. I was way braver back in the day. I think I just need to play him a little bit. I'm starting to feel like the itch to go do some crazy dungeon crawls and stuff again. Where should we go? At level Grimlust, at level 40, if you're still here, 48, 49, where would you go that's like a cool dungeon crawl. Let's see, what other buffs do I need? I think I'm looking pretty good on buffs. Crystal Caverns. J-Flan says Crystal Caverns might be too low level, but a couple levels of Tower of Frozen Shadow would be a good challenge. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I think the Cleric is still AFK. Grimloss says the hole. I used to solo the hole on this guy. I did the whole entrance at like level 45 and it was scary as hell. Because if Charm broke, I was pretty much insta-gibbed. At 51 with collaboration, Velks will open up to you and Seb will start to open up more too. Yeah, we're starting to get this guy into like some good, interesting levels. Level 51 is Frenzy Farm at Velks. J-Flan says was just wondering when Velks becomes viable for Enchanter. Do that until 58 and then switch to Black Morass. My WoW brain took over. What is BM? Broodmother? Yeah, that's right. You told me about that. And now I'm in the Enchanter dilemma where I have to take a piss, and I have a pet that is definitely going to kill me the moment I stand up. What's up, Kevin? I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. We struck out on Mr. Best Friend earlier, man, let me tell you. We tried like 4 different spots. Why are they always breaking Mez? Kevin says, yeah, pretty busy. Unfortunately, I see I missed a whole lot today as well. It's all good, man. I ended up just having to call it because we tried Skyfire. I was able to kill a few mobs in Skyfire, but it was super unreliable. Yeah, I just kept getting too many. It was really hard to pull mobs out of the roaming, like, swampy pack. And there's a lot of stuff that breaks line of sight, and then there's like, as soon as I would get a charm, or not a charm, a snare on a mob, he was like running through other things that are like pathing in front of him. So then I'm like 3 and 4 mobs coming after me, and after spending like an hour just laying on my face, feigned, and being terrified that every time I stood up, like 3 Chroma Drax and a worm were gonna run after me, I just was like, okay, this is too unreliable. So we went out to Burning Woods, and the haunted ruins in Burning Woods, all of the mobs were up. And I was like, this is perfect. I'll pull them out of the ruins, I'll pull them back to the zone wall, and I'll fear kite over here. And as soon as I got a pet up, and as soon as I was like ready to go, I ran back down to the haunted ruins. Every single mob was gone. A bard had run through and taken all of them. So then we went to KC. Yeah, classic, exact. Like, it was like total gotcha. The whole ruins was up. I'm like, perfect. We'll get some experience. We might get a spell drop here. Summon a pet. Get him hasted. Met up. Run down there. Everything's gone. And then I caught up to the bard. He had like, 50 things chasing him. I was like, you asshole. So then we go to KC. KC entrance is camped. There's no mobs up. So then we hammered off of a mob outside KC. We went to Howling Stone's basement. Risked our ass to get in there. Howling Stone's basement is camped. I whispered the guy who was camping it, and he recognized my name. And he was like, oh, I watch your series on YouTube. Go ahead and take the basement. And I was like, oh, that's freaking awesome. Thank you. And as they headed out, I realized it was 2 Necros. And they had like half of the basement mobs that I was going to charm as their pets. So just like nothing was spawning in the basement. So at that point I was like, all right, dudes, I'm done with it. Whoops. Oh goodness. Yeah, I got a Mez macro finally. It doesn't work though, nobody listens. This time it worked, but it normally doesn't work. At least this group doesn't kill my pet the moment charm breaks. Dude, I had a group here the other day. I was so over it by the end of it. Grimless says, this is what I've learned with grouping on the Enchanter. If people break Mez, call them out by name. How do you, how can you tell? You just like look at the chat log and just... I can't ever tell because there's like this pet is in there doing big old bomb things, like... Like, let's watch. Wow, they're actually... Oh, shit. That's bad, because we got one mezzed. Let's see if we can get a mez on this guy before he wakes up. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, no. Looks like we're good. Yeah, the group I had here yesterday, as soon as my charm would break, these dudes were like on total autopilot. And they would just kill my pet. And it happened more than once. And by the end, I was like, hey, the next haze golem that comes into the camp, I'm gonna charm. Because I didn't have a pet, and the pets do a shit ton of damage, so like it doesn't make sense to not have a pet. I need to slow this thing, what am I doing? And literally the very next mob was a haze golem. And these dudes just mobbed it and killed it. I was like, I'm so over this. Like, I've never been in a group where people were so just like on autopilot. Honestly, I didn't think it could happen. Like, I was floored. I was like, this game is so old. How are these people not, like, how are they this bad? Grimless said they are essentially texting and driving. Yeah, that's what it felt like. No, I wanted to haste you. Get back. Yeah, the Necro was like throwing dots on things that were dying in 5 seconds and never twitching anybody. Like, everybody was just smashing the charm pet the moment he woke up. Like, these guys are actually paying attention in chat and shit. Grimless is gonna sound this says this is gonna sound super arrogant, but hear me out. I mean, that's how I feel right now. I feel like really arrogant for talking bad on these players, but it was like the most frustrating. Like, here, these guys aren't just like jumping on this pet, right? They're like, oh yeah, that's like, these dudes would literally, the moment that happened, they were just like, oh, I guess we're gonna kill this thing now. Like, they never saw the puller was out pulling somewhere. Like, that pet would have been dead. I never would have been able to mez it because they would have broke the mez, which then puts me in a bad spot because the pet's still trying to kill me and it's hasted and they're breaking the mez on it. Grimla says, as the enchanter, if the group is bad, then screw them. You get better experience and loot solo. You're not wrong. You're honestly doing them a favor. Yeah, you guys should be paying me. You should be paying me by the hour to buff you and use my superior DPS. The only reason why I'm like wanting to group is because I've soloed so much over the last year on Mr. Best Friend. Like, it's kind of nice being able to just have other people bring my mobs to me. I would make a lot more money. Where could I go solo at 48? I could go to Grob. There's nobody at Grob. For loot XP, for straight XP, I'd aim at Blood Gills. How long are Blood Gills good for? Oh, you said Grob is best. I guess they want to go to the moat. Everybody left. Okay. I gotta memorize Invis because I'm a newbie enchanter who doesn't have a Goblin Kazugi ring. This is gonna be scary. There we go, I kept them stunned. I'd ride Bloodgill to 51. Kevin says I stayed until 50 on my Necro. Probably could have done another level or two. Damn, really? I felt like it was... I think I went there at 51 and it felt really slow. Yeah, I don't know why these guys wanted to go to Moat. Moat is always just like wrecked. There's like 3 mobs over here. Should I want to say make sure you click the door when we get over there, but I don't. I probably sound like such an asshole. I need to be nicer. I told him I say that lovingly. I probably sound really elitist. I need to work on that. It comes from a place of love and not wanting to die. Mainly not wanting to die. The thing about Blood Gills is you gotta swim. And swimming is not cool. Kevin says, not bad when you're an XR. Yeah, that's true. You start out that innate 50 swimming, man, that's clutch. That's pretty much the only reason I actually rolled an XR. Casual meme fan says, you elitist no enchanters. Dudes, I don't have a pet, so I'm gonna go pee. This guy said, prove it, and then the other guy said, Shia LaBeouf over here, do it. Alright, I'll be right back. It's 100 swimming? 100 swimming? That would take me an hour of holding A and numlocking in Timorous Deep. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I agree with Casual Meme Fan. Ixar swimming animation is amazing. It's so graceful. Alright, let's see. It said my name. They want to pull the door. Is that a bad idea? I feel like that's a bad idea. I told them I didn't sign up for that. Casual Meme Fan agrees. They said that's a very bad idea. Clarities are still good. This guy said, I want a more confident team if we're gonna pull the door. Have 200 LP and can't do that door. I just don't know what comes out of there. I mean, I know I've done it once. I messed up and got too close to that door. And a Reaver came out. Kevin is down to pull the door. Of course you are. Grimlust says, pull the door. I told him my stream wants us to pull the door. They want to watch us die. Grimlust says, YOLO. Casual Meme Fan has a good point. We could let them pull the door. Where is my levitate? I am like still really confused on how I have these spells set up. There's levitate. We got a Haze Golem. Probably root him before they break Mez. Mary, you need a torch. This dude's trying to pick the lock. Click guard again. You don't like his dude, that's his discotheque dance moves because of the music we have playing. He's really into electronic music. He's got his glow sticks. We're having a party, dude. Oh no. Almost slid down. Yeah, this dude's trying to pick the lock. This dude's up for it. Oh my gosh. This one's drunk. They want to fish some out. I just said charm will guarantee break the moment you pull that. Like, the game knows. Dude, he's trying. Do I have my rune up? Like, rune is gonna do shit against a Reaver. He said sit. Oh my gosh, they're freaking... Oh no, what happened? Whatever just happened, he just took a bunch of damage. Takomi said Reavers ignore FD and kill you. Oh shit. And we have a pop. I am in deep shit. Get out of... I was trying to get in a better spot. And Charm did break. Open door, open. Yeah, that was a bad spot. And then we got a pop too. Dude, even if he said if you don't have an AoE mez up, like I'm gonna AoE mez that whole group. Casual meme fan said epic. Hexcloud says hail. I say hail. I already knew, Kevin, what we were dealing with. I was just going along with it because they seemed hell-bent on the idea. And I kind of figured like it needed to be seen. They needed to see what it looks like so that they go, oh wait, this is a dumbass idea. Kind of like the dude who was wanting to pull... I really hope those dudes aren't still around. Kind of like the dude who was wanting to pull the ramparts or whatever down. And I was like, no, that is not smart. Don't do that. It looks like the arena group is still pulling from the moat, even though the whole front courtyard is like totally open. Hey, you guys gotta admit it was smart for me to run in the water. Like, I jumped off and was like, I'm getting in the water. The monk? Dude, the monk who wanted to pull the door, like, was literally just here for that, and as soon as, like, that is all over with, thank God nobody died, he's like, okay, I need to go. Alright, who needs buffs? Now they want to go back to temple. These guys are killing me, dude. I told them the moat, like, these dudes, I told them the moat was gonna be dead. Like, it was not gonna be a very good spot. There's not enough stuff over here. Moat is, like, good for a freaking duo. Mr. Best Friend can almost wipe this whole place out on his own. I'm so glad I had Spirit of Wolf. Bald Mountain Gorilla is gifted a tier 1 sub to Skiff64. Thank you for that. I don't know why it didn't play like the awesome sub music, but I appreciate that. Skiff will appreciate that as well. I told you guys I owe you better emotes, and I did contact an artist. But I'm gonna have to pay for them out of my next paycheck because I got a lot of stuff that I pay for out of this paycheck. Not to get like too deep into it, but I pay like the big bills I pay on the first of the month. What's up, Velith? I sent you a message on Discord. Oh yeah, you're right. My goals are showing. We were trying to get splurred on Mr. Best Friend, and it just didn't work. Kunark is too popular. It's very difficult to find somewhere at primetime hours where there isn't a ton of people. Kevin's got a good point, and I should probably do the same thing. He wants complete heal and feign death. How would you guys build the perfect... Let's do a thought experiment. Your goal is to build the perfect enchanter. You have every race ability, every class ability, every spell available to you, but you can only pick 3. How would you build the perfect enchanter using 3 abilities from any race, class, or spell? Miss WX, so charm, clarity. Well, we already have charm and clarity. You have okay. Sorry, let me rephrase. Your chanter is a chanter, like a level 60 chanter with everything a chanter can have. What 3 additional abilities would you add? So, says Asphyxia. What about J-Boots, though? Felix says Torpor, Feign Death, and Canny 4. I feel like Feign Death is up there. You could probably just get Feign Death. You don't even, the rest of it doesn't even matter. Yeah, complete heal, that's true. Grimless says complete heal, Monk FT, and Deflux. Yeah, complete heal because then you don't have to break pets to like get them healed up. And then Feign Death because it gets you out of so many shitty situations. And then Kevin is right, like the third is super debatable. Complete heal and deflex would be nice, but Torpor and Canny would shred it for sustain. Alright guys, sorry, new moment. What does Torpor do? And everybody can point and laugh. Cause I'm a noob. Snares you and heals a ton over time. Okay. Casual Meme Fan has a good point. Why hasn't True North been mentioned? What about Voice Graft? I feel like voice graph should be up there. Or maybe sense animal. Kevin says, am I allowed to have ogre frontal stun immunity? I would say yes. And is that for when charm breaks, you're just like able to just completely negate the fact that you're getting beat on by something with haste? Or not completely negate, but... I don't want to be a jerk. I'm not going to say anything. This person was like, don't hate me, but unless we're pulling the door, this camp isn't the best. I'm like, I told you guys the moat was going to be dead. Kevin says, yeah, I mean, the instant FD kind of helps with that too, but you never know. Yeah, instant FD is... Alright, so what we need to do next is we need to make a P99 copy server, but make the Super Chanter class available. But you have to donate $100 US or 90 euros to have access for a month. Monthly sub. Vila said, or you could just treat trio with a cleric and a shaman and get a similar experience. Yeah, but that's the point, man. Now, once you have the Super Chanter, you don't have the trio anymore. You can just go wreck. Kevin says you'd have to give that class a 95% XP penalty. That's an interesting idea, actually. Like, you make that class take an absolute mind-boggling long time to level, but when they are finally leveled, they're just complete beasts. People would do it. They would also probably find ways to exploit it and figure out how to level extremely fast anyway. Because people do that. Kevin says that's how they should have done Death Knights on WoW, but instead they did the opposite. Death Knights, when WoW launched, were stupidly overpowered when WoW Wrath of the Lich King launched. I remember doing Hellfire Ramparts on a Death Knight, and we were in an all Death Knight group. No healer,